Good evening, everybody. It is Saturday. Let's get the game music going. It is Saturday, and we are back on Mississippi River. What's our game plan for tonight? We are building the Chicago Sanitary and Ship Canal. And if you don't know what that third word means, there's a whole series coming up for you tonight. Get ready for it. Yep, it is 1900, and this is when the Chicago Sanitary and Ship Canal was opened. It's got a long, sordid history to it, and here's the gist of it and how it affects us. It goes from Chicago. Okay, we got that part. It involves sanitary. Oof, a little gross. Yeah, that's where Chicago dumped its water and waste into the Lake Michigan. Yeah, it's also where they got their water from. So now we've got a canal that goes back across the divide. It's a subcontinental divide. And it hauls itself all the way down here into the Des Plaines River. Ooh, yeah, I know. Then it becomes the Illinois River and hauls itself into, ba-da, this Lake, no, not Lake Michigan. Lake Michigan's up here. It hauls itself down here into the Mississippi River. And that is how we are going to get steel into St. Louis. Ooh, yeah, that's right. So we've done a few things here on the map. First off, we went back into build mode. This is something that we did not account for in in episode 0 at all ever. We just didn't. We didn't think it was going to come about. We had no thought of it in any way. It just wasn't what we were doing. So, well, what are we doing now then? Well, we're building the river from scratch. What is going on with the stream? We are live for 3.5 minutes. Yeah, we are. So, why is that saying past broadcast? Did we have a stream hiccup already? I don't know. We better figure it out. Let's see. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I was getting messaged that the stream was not working. Yes, there it is. You're back. You are first. Thank you. All right. So what's our game plan here? Well, here's what we're going to do. We are going to make a river from Chicago. Yep, all the way down. So for starters, are you going to lower in Chicago? No, we're not. We are absolutely not. We are, however, going to make a change to all of this stuff in here. We're going to, are we really? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we're going to move this into a tunnel. Well, that's going to require making this station just a little bit shorter. This is going to be a lot of technical detailing tonight. So I'm just back from the kitchen, made myself a big old cup of tea. A big old cup of tea. How big is that teacup, Store Papa? There's the teacup. You wanted to know. There you go. That is my big old cup of tea. You know, you could almost use that as your avatar. You and that big old cup of tea. I don't think that's people want to see. You never know. Let's leave it up there until somebody says, hey, take that picture down. All right, we could do that. All right, so we're in 1900. Yes, we are. And here's our chat commands in case you need them. If you'd like to join in the conversation, feel free to type it in chat. If you'd like to yell at me on voice or praise me, who would do that? Hop into Discord. How to get onto Discord? You just type in !Discord. Like that? That's how you spell it. There you go. Discord. All right, step by step, what is it that we're doing? Well, yeah, what exactly are you doing? We need a river through Chicago. Do we really? Yeah, we do. We need a river through Chicago. All right, well, let's work on that. What is it that we're doing here first? I think we're going to make this Man, this is a lot of detail work. Yeah, no kidding. Let's, yeah, see, we can't just come straight out here. We got to make this, it's got to be a Chicago experience. The river's got to go through Chicago. It is literally the Chicago Canal. Well, I mean, we could what? Well, here's what my first thought was. We're going to come up here, cut through this, and once we can intersect the freight line, this gives us level ground, which Chicago rises up around. So we're going to flood the railroad tracks. Ooh, yeah, I know, it's crazy. And the only way we can flood the railroad tracks is if the railroad tracks aren't there anymore. So we have to move the freight line over. So we've got to shift it. Well, okay, does it matter which way you shift it? No, it really doesn't. However, yeah, go ahead. Well, who's actually using this station? There's some through traffic through here, and crops come into the jungle here. The jungle, made famous by all of us who are Lithuanian, know. Upton Sinclair and the blight of the American worker who emigrated from Lithuania, because obviously they were hardworking workers. Yep. So I think we could bring it through here and then do a little bit of hacky choppy here and then come out. And so far, I'm only thinking of what are we going to do to get to here. Okay, well, how deep does a river have to be here? Well, let's pull up the take all my money tool. Funny you should say that. We've given ourselves unlimited money for this. Bum, bum, ba-da-dum, bum, 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 bum. Tool down. Okay, give us some water here. Wow. Yeah, that is down there. Holy cow. Yes, it is. Okay. Now, give us your thoughts. Well, my thoughts are this thing's too big. We're going to have to trim it back a little bit. So let's do that right now. You sure? Yeah, definitely. We need, if we're going to run the river through here, we can make the turn once we go here in the tunnel. Could we? Yeah, I think we could. Bum, bum, ba-da-dum, bum, 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 bum. What's going on in here? You have a U-turn underground here. A U-turn? Yeah, you do. Oh. Yeah, that's going to be totally messed up under here. Let me see it. That cannot stay. Yeah, I guess it can't. Well, how are you going to fix it? Who goes through that U-turn? Milwaukee Tools? No, they just come in. They turn around down here. Okay. So why do they turn around in here? That's a good question. Well, because they're coming from over here with crops. Wait, what? Where are they coming from? Is this the train? Yeah, that's the jungle crops in. Where do these crops come from? Don't they come from back here? Yeah, they do. Okay. So they come down this. We have no idea what these two do it. I mean, we haven't been in Chicago in a week. A week? What's changed in a week? Nothing. We just forgot. Okay, so I'm thinking, yes, tell us your brilliant plan. I'm thinking we might just come in on top of the station. And then that's how we turn and get out. Okay. Bum, bum, ba-da-dum, bum, 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 bum. Yeah, we can come in like across here. Because this is all going away. Oh, it is it? Oh, yeah, it's going away. Let's Let's clean it up a little bit. Yeah. So a smaller station, it could come across here. Well, it's going to have to cross water. We're not worried about that. All right, let's make this station smaller. How big is this station right now? It's a 4-track station, cargo. All right, show me a 4-track cargo station. 4 tracks. 4, number 4. There you go, 320. Is this a 320? Holy cow, it is a 320. Yeah, I would say bring it back to a 240. I mean, that gives us not a lot of room up there. It only has to be enough room. So what's the object of the game? Hey, thanks for joining us. Thanks for tuning in. The object of the game is setting up a transport network everywhere around the map. This is it's a custom map that I built from scratch, and it's meant to emulate the Mississippi River. So it goes from Minneapolis and St. Paul, flows all the way down to St. Louis, and then from St. Louis, it goes all the way down to New Orleans. I'm going fast, just to give you an idea of how vast the difference is in terms of the distance in the game. You know, there's Caruthersville, here's Memphis, and then we hit Vicksburg, and then Natchez. This is geographically realistic. It is, in map making terms, this is a realistic map. Because if you're in New Orleans, you go north to Baton Rouge, or you go out of New Orleans to White Kitchen, and you go from New Orleans east to get to Gulfport, Mississippi City, Pensacola, Pascagoula, then Pensacola, and then Tallahassee, and then you're over here on the Gulf. So in that regard, it is realistic, is the term. Could you use this as a map if you were lost in the woods? Sure, if the zombies took over the world. Is this more accurate than the GPS in your car? Oh no. The GPS in your car is more accurate. Why'd you pick this location over, that anywhere else in the world? That is an excellent question. So here's the reason why I picked it. Transport Fever lets you have, let me adjust my sound just a second. Transport Fever lets you, it's a transport game. You're supposed to make transportation. So one of the things that happens in this game is you can build trains, trucks. Let's see, how many do we have right now? So right now we have 1,100 buses and trucks. We have 215 trams, and those are just in the largest cities on the map: New Orleans, St. Louis, St. Paul, Chicago, and Cincinnati. And we have 205 trains. Planes haven't come out yet. This map started in 1850, and we've been going year by year. This is currently episode 78, and it's 1900. So we have a long way to go before airplanes show up. But we have 86 ships. And what happens in Transport Fever is you have to get cargo delivered from Opelousas to Baton Rouge. And here's what happens if you put down a train. Let's see, train track, standard track. $72 million. Okay, well, we've got millions upon millions in the game, and each year we're currently making between 13 million or losing a million or two. So this bridge, even at 72 million, 70 million, we could pay for it in just a few years. And that makes ships useless because it's too easy to ignore them. So when I came up with this map, knowing how I play this game, I wanted to force myself to have to use ships. And the way to do that was to come up with some geographical location where shipping is a major part, and that happens to be the Mississippi River. The other thing that I did was, like you'll see here, here's the Baton Rouge Opelousas ferry. There's an actual ferry. Ferry boats come down here to the docks in New Orleans. So like here's the cargo docks. The Brigadier Ricks as an example. All of these ships haul bricks and tools to various ports along the river. So they do not get their bricks or their tools any other means than the river. And I've forced myself every time we're doing anything near the river to just ask an honest question. Can we use the river? And if we can, then we don't let anything else touch that cargo. And it has really made for a very challenging game because it's very easy to just ignore the river. And, that's a major part of transportation that just gets left behind. So why would I want to ignore, such a major part of, not only just transportation in general, but, our country's transportation, and not force upon myself the challenge of, where to work. So like, here's an example. Here is, there's a state forest outside of Evansville that happens to have been a major source of lumber. And the sawmill that this goes to is over here. Very easily could be handled by a bridge or train tracks or, just I could have cut a canal through the ground. But because I used actual geographical data to make the map and, had to fit it within game terms, we now have this line of ferries. They go, here's the Evansville Logging Company. They come out of here, they sail up, and they come back down. So this is not, it's not the best line. They kind of do okay. Then they have an off year every cycle as they rotate around. It would be way cheaper and much faster to ditch this line. But there was a way to do it using the river. So that's the way it goes. The worst example of the river is, of course, St. Louis, where we're planning on building the arch in 70 years. I started laying out the material for what goes over there. But if you look at the harbor here, we've got a lot of passengers waiting to take the ferries out of St. Louis. But going down to New Orleans, we have no one waiting. And if we look at the River Queen, she has no one on board. Well, let's see if she's had people on her recently. No. It's just no one has taken this ferry. So, in terms of normal gameplay, the River Queen should have been sold a long, long time ago. But we're not doing that. She's sitting right here, just chugging along down the river. And it's presenting a challenge because she's draining money out of the business's bank account every single month. And she never hauls a single passenger. Now, there's a lot of things in terms of like role playing that we could use. But I mean, the short answer is there were boats on the Mississippi River. Well, here's a route. It might not be in terms of the game doesn't put people on this route. But historically, and in terms of, role playing and the fun of it and the theme, there's a route here. And it will stay here until we're done playing this map. So this riverboat is, let's see, what is she draining? She's draining $142,000 a year. And when we go back to the finances, on a year where we're making 13 million, we don't really care. But on a year where we're losing $4 million, oh yeah, it's the burden of every one of these boats that is here for historical or accuracy or role playing, whatever term we use, it really it adds to the weight of the map. And that's actually part of the challenge on the whole series. Um, the game has difficulty levels. We're playing way past those in terms of a challenge. The actual difficulty that we're playing under is all these rules. Every one of these I wrote out by hand. They are an additional challenge. Excuse me. Excuse me. I'm sitting here drinking my tea, and pardon me. Every one of these is an additional challenge to the game. I mean, pick any one of them. Passenger and freight don't mix. Number 3. What exactly does that mean? Well, if you come over to, let's say Dyersburg. Dyersburg has a passenger station here. And how many people are waiting here? Oh, sorry, ma'am. We have 143 people waiting here. I did because I'm crazy. I I have so this is my 3rd streaming series in Transport Fever. On my first one, I got the map to about 60,000 people before I started having performance issues. On my 2nd series, I got to about 72,000. On this series, I'm hoping to maybe break 100,000 people on the map. But part of the way that I'm increasing the difficulty, on the 2 previous series, very quickly I started having billions of dollars in the bank saved up. So I've made these rules so that it's going to be virtually impossible. Actually, 2 weeks ago, on 4 out of 7 nights, I was in bankruptcy and it almost completely lost the game. That's how tight these rules are in terms of game performance. Because over here in Dyersburg, we have a train station that is handling passengers and freight. Here's the freight trains that come in currently to Dyersburg. One's bringing in from Huntsville Cement, is bringing in bricks. It follows this route. And you'll notice that the passenger track right next to it, they never touch. They're just, so this is 2 pieces of railroad track side by side that we're paying double the maintenance cost on every month, year after year. And when we built them, one had to cross over to the other. So now we've got these bridge networks here. Bridges cost more money than regular flat track to maintain. They cost more money to build. So just so they don't cross, we've got these bridges. Come down here, we've got another set of bridges, so they crossed back over each other. All of these bridges are here, not just because they look cool. I mean, they do. But because it adds to the challenge and difficulty of the map. And, here comes a freight train carrying a load of bricks going to Dyersburg. She's sucking up a piece of track. So I'd like to think, since you made the rules and created the game, you would know how to get yourself out of bankruptcy like a shortcut. I shouldn't say cheat, but cheat. Oh, nay, nay. See, this is where it's actually much more difficult for me to cheat because first off, I don't. But secondly, people who have watched me play a previous game, Workers and Resources Soviet Republic, will know I don't save my game. So I don't have a lot of games to go back to. So, I mean, literally, if I had to cheat, the most I could cheat would be while streaming with everybody, go, sorry, folks, internet connection, and then I'd come back tomorrow and everything would be solved. I would know, you would know pretty easily. And of course, there are people who do not like the level of difficulty that I play at. In Workers and Resources Soviet Republic, excuse me, I have a level of difficulty in the game that I came up with called Cosmonaut Mode. Cosmonaut Mode has been added to the game as a level of difficulty. If you Google cosmonaut mode, I'm not even talking about going to a gaming site. Just Google it. You will come up to me and you will see comments from people with things like, "Will you please shut up about cosmonaut mode?" It's it is when you're trying to market a feature for the game, you've got people who just don't play at this difficulty level. So they're very clearly offended, you know, by the challenges that I create. I guarantee if I was cheating, somebody somebody would call me. I feel like creators know blueprints better than anybody else. Let's say that with love. I feel like creators know blueprints better than anybody else. I say. Okay, I feel like creators. Oh, creators know blueprints better than anybody else. Well, okay. Um, okay. So here's my answer for that. The first one is I will I will throw down my blind card, and I will tell you that this is there's a lot of stuff on this map. There are currently um, there's currently just under 100 cities on the map. Uh, when the map was created in episode 0, um, after the map was done, and then the cities were done, and the industries were done, and then they were tweaked and cleaned up and everything, a whole bunch of cities have been removed from the game. So, like as an example, we might be talking and go, like where is Baton Rouge? Well, it's north of New Orleans. Okay, well, what's north of that? Um, I don't remember. I mean, I just don't. We have a field over here where something is supposed to be here. I do not know. The only way for me to find out is to load back up episode 0 and pull the map up. And one of the things that we've discussed, and it's in the rules, is it is factory towns go in after World War One. That's rule number 15, otherwise affectionately known as when Johnny comes marching home. So when World War One is over, we will load up episode 0 and bring back into the game at whatever episode we are. There are some missing towns around the map. And when those towns appear, they're all going to have to start getting serviced. Um, Man, I do not, I have no idea what is in between Baton Rouge and Biloxi. I really don't. I mean, between Biloxi and Montgomery, there's a mountain. Okay, well, what's in that mountain? Well, there actually happens to be a coal mine there. So I know that there's going to be a town here. Is it going to be right next to it or over here or back this way? I don't know. So, like, there's no pre building that's occurred around here, to sort of give me a head start to get there. Um, so I don't know. I really don't know what's going to happen. Um, Now, some of these towns might be small, and as an example, and so we're looking at reconstruction since it's after World War II. Very interesting question. So after World War II is when the highways go in, and so World War One is coming up in the next decade. So after World War One, when the phrase, so when Johnny comes marching home, that's when the factory towns will go in. So there'll be a little town somewhere around here. It might be up here. It could be in between the two of them. I don't remember. There's too many of them. In terms of factory and industry on the map, I mean, we don't have to go very far, and we could count dozens of them. Like as an example, here's the oil fields outside of Texas, Oklahoma, Tulsa, and down to Beaumont. Um, you know, we've got, I think, 6 or 7 oil fields in here. The plan is that there'll be an oil port over here in Opelousas, which will then haul the oil up the river to get refined up here. Now, Natchez is on this side of the river, so this isn't the Natchez oil. No, no. I understand. I know what you meant. Um, well, actually, that's a very good point because the initial cities that I used for which ones were the largest ones on the map is based upon both the 1850 and 1860 Civil War. So, we definitely wanted to have, what were the major cities? That's of course New Orleans, and then we go upriver to St. Louis. Now, in 1850 and 1860, the bigger city in Minneapolis was actually St. Paul, which is, of course, the state capital, named after a saint who was famously beheaded in around 30 CE, an apostle. Um, but it's, separate from that little bit of its gruesome history. It's St. Paul was the bigger city. It wasn't until much later that it became, Minneapolis, St. Paul. And that actually brings an interesting point. I don't know if you noticed, but there there are currently only two bridges across the Mississippi. There's this one, which is the Rock Island Railroad Bridge from Rock Island to Davenport. Um, this cost us about $70 million to build. It took quite a bit of time to start the game up to have the money to build it. And we built it as quickly as we could, and ever since it's been a financial disaster for us. But it was the only bridge across the river. And further north, this isn't much of a bridge across the river, but when you get up this far north to St. Paul, uh, this part of the river would freeze. And when you get all the way north up here, the river's headwind point ends and people walk across year round. But the initial only bridge across the river, and you can see it's got a different style to it for the different years. But this bridge is the Father Lewis Hennepin Bridge. This was, for 10 years of game time, the only bridge across the Mississippi on the northern end. And it's still, the turn of the century added two more bridges for traffic between Minneapolis and St. Paul. But there are no other bridges across the river. And that has helped. Every time I'm doing something in game and we come to a point and say, hey, how do we get, a train from Rochester over to get goods to Minneapolis, St. Paul? And the answer is, well, you got to haul yourself all the way down or you're going by ferry. And that has also helped to increase the use of the ferries on the map. Just the challenge that you can't build a bridge anywhere, even if you have the money for it. So Wikipedia very easily or very well documents the New Orleans, to St. Louis, the southern end, the middle end of the river around St. Louis, and then the northern end of the river. All the crossings on the Mississippi River, and whether they're train, car, both, or pedestrian bridge, and the years that they were opened. So it's made it very much not only a fun thing to build with, it's also made it an anti-cheat stick because, hey man, where'd that bridge come from? We're looking at Wikipedia and it ain't here. So it's very much contributed to be an anti-cheat stick. Now, all of the iron on the map is up here in northern Minnesota. And that's done for the beauty of a custom map is it allowed me to force all the iron up here. And by putting all the iron up here, it forced us to bring it all down to Duluth. And from Duluth, you can see we've got a huge backlog of ships here. They're just waiting to get loaded with iron. and they're, every month that they're sitting here, they're losing money. And the only thing they're waiting to do is leave Duluth with a load of iron and sail down, the big Lake Gitchigumi, and then eventually, go around Green Bay and find themselves in Lake Michigan, going past Milwaukee and Chicago. Um, but like right now, I'm looking at things here, and my first question is, what are you guys doing here? You're supposed to be loaded with iron. Something's broke. There's no iron backlogged here. So, I haven't been here in a week or so, and it's like, what's broke? Obviously something's broke. No iron trains are coming in. And this is a huge operation up here, um, with a bunch of trains and a ton of stations. And, where are the trains with the iron? Um, all this. Here we go. Here's one. I mean, there you go, half full. Right, where are their counterparts? Um, See, she's coming into the harbor. She's not even full, and she's got a ways to go. She's still got to sail, ride down here, down this way, tunnel, back out of a tunnel, up through here. Um, More tunnels. This is not a simple trip. Um, you know, There's a lot of tunnels. I hate using tunnels, but sometimes you just have to. Through all of this, here you go. Here's two trains coming into the station. With iron coming in. Um, these things are not going to fill the boats out there waiting. So the iron production is not getting down here to the river fast enough. Um, by themselves, the trains are making a ton of money, but you see, they've got to wait to unload, and they've got to make that big loop that we just, flew over. Um, the time to make a loop for these trains, is 10 minutes of real time. These trains will not be back here for 10 minutes. Granted, there's 5 trains on the line, but still, it's a lot of. Hey, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Sheriff Cop, thank you. Matter of fact, you know what? We need ship names, and you just got the next one. SHAROVOKI. Thank you very much for the name. I have 50 ships on this line. This iron mine is a crazy run, and it's got 50 ships on it, and I need names. So thank you very much for following. And you are immortalized as a member of the Big Iron Fleet. Thank you. All right, is this guy even full? Yeah, see, he's full. 110 iron. They are going to sail out of here in this just parade of ferry ships. This one timed out. It left without a full load. See, that's a shame. That's a wasted cargo space. But they are going to sail all the way down across Lake Superior, or the big Lake Gitchigumi, and eventually, you see, all these are coming back. They are coming back empty. I have no cargo to bring from the Chicago area back down or back up to Duluth. So, until we can figure out cargo, we're deadheading. Now, granted, the ships are making money. They're making a lot of money, and they're ships which are cheap to operate. But I mean, you can't cheat a trip across Lake Superior, around Green Bay, and here you go. Let's just get the right perspective here. They have to get to the other end of Lake Michigan. That's it. It's just this is a long trip. Um, and there's no way to speed this up. From here we're heading down. Here's Milwaukee, and then we're going past Johnsonville, home of Johnsonville Brats. Um, Lake Geneva, home of TSR Hobbies and Gary Gygax, the inventor of Dungeons and Dragons. Past Chicago, Lucas J. I appreciate you following. Thank you. Lucas, you are getting a ship name. I named the first 10 after my wife through the Miss Anna 1 through 10. Yeah, well, she's my assistant that sits here, and I pay her in Starbucks. So, by the way, you can't have ships on the river without calling one the Edmund Fitzgerald. So let's see what we got here. Lucas, you have gotten yourself a ship name. The Lucas J. 2236. Lucas, if I had a train I was working on right now, that would have been a great name for a train, especially for the engine number on it. My apologies for not working on a train, but thank you for the follow. I do appreciate it. Thank you. So yeah, it's all about, the challenge of the map. There's, once you're done with the map and you put stuff down, um, like just working on passengers. Here's the Chicago passenger station for trams. This is the main tram station right here. She's got Shepard. Thank you very much for the follow. Since we're over here, Shepard, I'm going to find. Here we go. I appreciate it, and again, I will immortalize you in a Sheepad 01. Sheepad 01. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Thank you. If anybody has any more questions or anything while we're doing the Q&A little chat time, I'm more than happy to answer. By the way, since we're here, here's a couple trains backing out of Chicago. One of the challenges on the list is that nothing can. We don't use space magic. There's no Deus Ex Machina. So in the vanilla Transport Fever game, when a passenger train or a freight train pulls into a station, if it's going back the same route, it will just woof, flip itself around and drive out with the locomotive on the front end. Well, we don't flip trains around here. They have to back up. So in Chicago, the way they back up is, you see these trains are all driving backwards into this little station over here, the Ogilvie Transportation Center, which, everybody who's ever taken a train in Chicago would be quite familiar with. Oh, Jotter Spray, thank you so much for the follow. Let me go grab another ship. I do appreciate it. Thank you. And it is helping me immortalize everybody in chat. Okay, is it too late to reroute train tracks or add some or build an extra bridge or something? Absolutely. Alma, thank you so much for the follow. No, is it too late to route? Just to finish up, we were talking. Here's now 4 trains pulling out of Chicago. These have been rerouted many times. Almost every time we come back to Chicago. Let me get that name in real quick before I forget it. It is Jotter Spray. Jotter Spray. Princess Jottspray. Jotter Spray. Okay, I hope I got it right. But you see, we've got 4 different trains leaving Chicago right now, all going in different directions. So, and here's another one coming in. So the station's trying to be as busy as possible. Then the next time we come back to Chicago, they might. Joe, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Thank you, Joe Keyshot. Thank you. Every time you upgrade Um, the Albert Bundy. Here we go. I got one. I'm trying. I'm absolutely not going to miss it. Do I have two ships called Albert Bundy? SS Albert Bundy. Oh no, I'm sorry. I didn't change the screen. Sorry, that's me. SS AHMA 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 5. See, this is where my sidekick sits here next to me, looking at her phone and watching me make typos. And I think she just laughs. I know she doesn't laugh at me. I think she's just laughing at me. Joe Keyshaw. Joe, thank you so much. Rich, thank you so much. I appreciate the follow. There's the Patty Bundy. Let's find another ship up here, because we are definitely Rich. Rich, I appreciate the follow. Thank you. Man, RICH. See this? I think this is why people tune in. They send me stuff just to see a blind guy type out words. I get the humor of it. So, Margaret, just to answer your question, every time something happens on the network and a train gets upgraded or new vehicles come out, the lines can definitely change. Like this freight train right here, she's going to pick up crops for Johnsonville. Right now, she's got capacity for 204 units of cargo. The train before this only carried 140. So what happened was a new locomotive came out. It was able to carry more cargo and travel faster. So then we have a bigger train here on the line. Let's see, where is she going? This is probably coal. Yeah, she's going up to the mountain division to go pick up coal. So, as an example, Real Peak, I appreciate the follow. Thank you very much. I am going to immortalize you along with your peers in the Big Lake Iron line. It is Real Peak Killer. Is it 2Ks? Yes, it is. Real Peak Killer. Thank you very much for the follow, Real Peak. I do appreciate it. Thank you. So, this coal train up here, just as an example, she's Mountain Division, so that is the rail line and the color scheme, the livery that she's based on. And she's number 454, which means when we bought this train the first time, that was the last 4 digits of the money that I had in the bank. So, like if you look at any train on the line, it's got if it's a passenger train, it has a name, because that's how passenger trains are. Gamer Success, I appreciate you tuning in, and thank you very much for the follow tonight. I hope you're having a good Saturday night, and thank you so much for tuning in. I do appreciate it. It is, and I'm not racing. There we go. Yes, Gamer Success. I hope it is a success for you also tonight. I do appreciate it. Thank you. So let's find Margaret. Where did that train go? Oh, here she is. Yeah, there she is. Okay, so she's on a coal run here. And let's speed her up just a little bit so while we're talking. So this coal run, I mean, there's nothing to change here. She is, oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, actually, I did make a train on this line about a week or so ago. It was taking a longer trip up through the mountains. And what happened was we did an engine upgrade. And with the engine upgrade to John's. Oh, Johnsonville Bronx or Johnsonville Brats? Johnsonville, Illinois? Is that we're talking? Are we talking about Johnsonville? You'll have to fill me in. I think I might have missed something. I'm sorry. But you see, we're heading off to the left now to take a different path to get up to the coal mines. The steel delivery that's going over to the Harley Davidson plant, she follows this line down here on the bottom. So, they're going to pass over each other on this tunnel on the side of this cliff. Uh, it turns out to be, you know, a very interesting looking train run. And as we're working on other areas of the track or on the map, you get to catch a glimpse of this thing over here in the background. You know, um, because you asked where the train went, I was trying to type in where I thought the train was delivering crops. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Yes, thank you. Um, yeah, there's a delay in chat, and I haven't perfected that pregnant pause of time like that. Matter of fact, yeah, this is her sister Coltrane going back down. So, these things at normal speed, they're passing each other for, a little bit of time. But she's got 300 units of coal on her. Um, her and her sister won't pass each other for another 7 minutes. So, the time that it takes these trains to get up here to the coal mine, um, really becomes a bit of logistical, you know, um, I mean, I had no idea when I built this initially. The trains coming out from up here, I mean, you could see it just from where the road is and the break. They initially went right into this spiral, which goes down, around through the mountain here. Um, and then, you know, a couple weeks later made a change because the trains were powerful enough to be able to scale going directly up the mountainside themselves. Um, so yes, we can change the train track, and I do so. I think though my main reason to change the track is if the train's inside of a tunnel, you can't see it. And where's the interesting part of that? I mean, the train still has to get from A to B, and it still has to make a profit, or be part of a profit cycle. But if you're gonna make a profit but be stuck inside a hill, where's the fun in that? You want it to be a little bit interesting. So like all of this up here is detailing work that I did just to make the station up here look a little more interesting. The like this right here with inside this line, that is the limit of the game's idea of a coal mine. Just this piece here. And I look at it and I think, um, I mean, in some ways, I want it to look like a really cool, fun model railroad in your basement. If you've ever had one of those, or around a Christmas tree at Christmas time. It's a transport game, but once you can make money out of it, and see, that's where the rules actually come from. You play this game a couple times, and you make money, and then you break even, and then you start making a profit. Okay, that's great. You've done that. Now, if you now do it again and make it look better. I actually, there's a streamer that had, he described the way I play with the level of difficulty as you must be wired a certain way to want to play this way. Um, and I thought that was just, it made me smile when I heard the guy say it, describing me playing these games like this. Because, um, Goldsome, I appreciate it. Thank you for joining us tonight, and thank you so much for the follow. You are going to join some of your kin tonight and be immortalized on a autosave has us frozen up for a second. Yeah, it is. Well, I think that is probably one of the big, huge attractions about this game for people is that It's a good transportation game. You can really have a lot of fun with it. You can have a challenge. There's a lot in it. Gold Simha. Thank you so much. I believe, let me double check. I have spelled that correctly. And you are immortalized on the big iron circle line. Thank you so much for your follow. I do appreciate it. So, Margaret, if you've been watching and you kind of asked a question, I guess let me ask you a question. What was the name of the town where the sawmill was that the steamships were moving the logs to? Because that's where we were on the map where you asked about, literally, is it possible to cheat or do map makers get a benefit? We were both just there today. So what's the name of that town? It's on the Mississippi River. It has a state forest. There's a dock there. There's ships that pull in there and deliver logs, go right past the town, and go down to a sawmill. That's that's then serviced by a train. And every one of those things has the name of the town in its name in some way. But do you remember the name of the town? We were just there. And I think that's the beauty of making a map this big, as huge as possible, and playing it with this level of detail. That once you're done working on that little piece of the pie here, you just totally forget about it. And, wait, what? Yeah, yeah. What's the name of the town? It's a really good question. I mean, you saw it on your screen. We were talking about it. It was right there, but the question is, what's the name of the place? It's so easy to forget, to lose track of. And, that's that, yeah. I I no, New Orleans is way south. New Orleans is way south. I'm talking about directly across, yeah, from St. Louis, directly across from St. Louis. Yeah. If you give up, I will take us there and show you the name. Nope. Nope, that ain't it. It's in that area. It's actually north of Memphis, but no, it's not Memphis. Yep. Want to take another shot? We were just there. We were just there just a few minutes ago. That's how big this map is. Nope, St. Paul is named after the Apostle St. Paul, who was beheaded in 30 BC or 30 CE. Tell me I'm guessing. All right, let's take a trip over there. So what we'll do is we'll zoom up just to see how big the map is. And, you can't even see the Mississippi River from here. That's how big the map is and how easy it is to get lost or forget stuff on the map. And here we are on the Mississippi River going over the first bridge, the Rock Island Davenport River Bridge. By the way, you see this boat right here? The Effie Afton? The Effie Afton smacked into that bridge, winded up causing a lawsuit, yes, in Illinois, causing a lawsuit that went all the way to the U.S. Supreme Court. One of the lawyers involved was future President Abraham Lincoln. The argument was the boat hit the bridge. Who was at fault? But here's the town, Evansville. And here's the Evansville Forest. And here's the Evansville Ferry and the logging company. And it comes over to here. And look, there's the sawmill. And here's the sawmill and the train station over here. We were just here. And the whole time that we were talking about it, the name of the town is sitting right here on the map. And we talked about it right here. So in answer to your question, is it Like, do you have a cheating edge if you're the map maker? Yeah, you do if you make a really small map. Um, and by the way, you don't get to play a blind card to justify why you don't know the name of this town. But see, even then, it's just there's so much stuff on this map. And we're not even done. Every city on this map is is not connected. Yeah, it's just that easy. So the goal is every city on the map has to have 6 types of cargo delivered to it. And you can see, St. Louis right here, she's only demanding 4 out of 6 right now. She's still got to grow big enough to demand all 6 types of goods. So that's the first thing that has to happen. We have to grow St. Louis big enough in terms of population that she demands all 6 goods in all of her suburbs. St. Louis itself, Carondelet, Lindenwold, Dutchtown, all of these are effectively St. Louis. They got merged in, they're part of St. Louis itself. And if we do some quick ciphering here, so round up 500, 500, round down 550 in the other one. So we got 2,000 people in the game right in this one town right now. Mind you, the goal is 100,000. So there's a lot to do to grow St. Louis in terms of things to do. And once they're grown, every city has to get all 6 goods. And if we come past St. Louis a little bit and we go over here to Rolla and St. James, towns that are famous, and my sidekick, my assistant Anna's name, because she has family members that live in both of these towns. But Rolla and St. James, we've got 3 goods out of 6 and 2 goods out of 6 over here. So there's a lot of work to do right here. And if we go out further, all we have to do is come down here to Jonesboro. Jonesboro only has freight service. And the only thing coming in here is bricks. We're making tools, but they're not coming down here yet. And we don't have any passenger service here at all. Pardon me. So that brings up another one of the rules on the map, and that is number 14. Highways go in after World War II. So when Johnny comes marching home after World War I, we put in the factory towns, number 15. But when number 14 rolls around, Jonesboro over here has to have access to an interstate. And of course, the interstate system's well documented. So we know where on the map the interstates have to be built. In between 1850 and 1950, when we build the interstates, there might be some places where we just forgot. Like, does the interstate from St. Louis come down to Cape Girardeau? Or is it over here on the east side of the river? I don't remember. I really don't. So if we do a whole bunch of construction around here and we forget, and then the highway comes in and it's got to go St. Louis, Cape Girardeau, down here to Opelousas or Caruthersville, and then to Opelousas, the construction that we do may have to be torn up and redone so that we can put the highway in. Or the highway may need some changes. But part of the challenge is we still want to make it look good. And there's an area on the map that has been rebuilt probably 15 times already in this map. And that is Wausau. This is the Wausau interchange. It is the most rebuilt area on the map. Because every time something happens, we're coming up here to Wausau because it's the major It's the exchange in between Chicago and Milwaukee on the east, and then Minneapolis, St. Paul on the west, for all traffic across Wisconsin, Illinois, and Minnesota. So all of the traffic goes through the Wausau Exchange here. And this is not how it started out. You know, this train right here is going back to Leinenkugel's brewery to drop off crops. It's a 252, and I don't know if you can see, but it's, let's see, what's its speed at? It's currently doing 19 and struggling to do it. That's that is messing up that interchange for every other train that goes through here. So as the trains have gotten more powerful, we're trying to push more freight through here. And as the trains have gotten more powerful and we try and push more freight, the trains become longer. And then you can see she's got a caboose on the back. The caboose in Transport Fever actually does nothing. And that's why we have them. Because you can see the train only goes to here, and now we have a caboose. If this train had gone to, let's say, right here, that caboose would have pushed into here and blocked the intersection, which would have required us to do a rewrite on the Wausau Exchange, which is why the Wausau interchange has been torn apart so many times to try and find room to fit stuff in. And now we're sitting here all this time, and it's the question is, what for? Something's not right on the track. Oh wait, there's a train all the way out there, and we only use Melania. Thanks so much for the follow. I do appreciate it. Thank you for joining us tonight. I hope you're having a good Saturday night. I hope you're having a good weekend, and you are going to be immortalized with everyone else tonight on the Spirit of Chippewa Falls. There we go. Ship 20. Oh no, wait. There's two ships there. Ship 28 on the Big Lake Iron Line. And thank you so much for the follow. And Milen AA25. Thank you so much for the follow. I do appreciate it. Melania 25, you are immortalized on the Big Lake Iron Line. We got 50 ships up here, and they've needed names, and you volunteered to get one. Thank you. So, yeah, this is the Leinenkugel's train heading out of the brewery. She's empty, but one of the rules is every tunnel has to be single track. We're trying to single track everywhere. I mean, but we do make sidings. There is switchings. There's obviously stations. They've got multiple track in them. But when you travel across city to city, this map is single track everywhere, unless necessary. But here's the catch. When you hit a bridge or you hit a tunnel, you are 100% absolutely single track. So there's a choke point here. She cannot move forward until that caboose gets out of her way. And there she goes. As soon as she clears down there you go. Why is she not moving? Why? Is there another train? There's another train coming through the tunnel on the other side. See, this whole junction here is locked up. So, the challenge is fix it, man. Store Papa, what are you doing, man? Fix these trains. Is she moving? There you go. She's finally moving. But see, she's a big, heavy train she's capable of going 80 kilometers an hour. She was just doing 19. And then she had to come to a complete stop. And she's got to build back a head of steam to get this load of cargo over to the Leinenkugel's brewery. And while she's sitting over here chugging along, trying to build up a head of steam, this brick train over here, what are they carrying? Oh, they're carrying machine parts. Wow, from the Harley Davidson factory. She's stuck here. She cannot move. And all of that is making this map more difficult. And all it takes, just to show you how easy it would be. Okay, single track. Let's just line it up so it looks clean. Back to here. $49,000. If we would just spend $49,000 right now, these trains wouldn't be waiting like this at all. But because we're not putting down double track, this train takes longer to get to station. 13 minutes. She could probably make it in 6, maybe 7. The amount of cargo she delivers would be a lot higher. And she'd be making us more money. So instead, we have a couple of good years, a bang-up year, and then a fail year, as the averages kick in. And because she can't just flip around, because, again, there is no Deus Ex Machina. I never play a game with Deus Ex Machina. Now, if there's something in the game, like if it's a shooter and you get killed and you wake back up at a spawn point, oh, come on, yeah, but that's part of the game and there's no way around it. Otherwise, you're just playing, Iron Man one-time play, and then you stub your toe and the game's over. You still want the game to be fun. But in terms of flipping a train around, there's a mod that allows us to stop it so it can't flip around. So we put that mod on. Now our trains can't flip. And if we don't plan the routes properly, just like in Chicago with all those passenger trains, they will back themselves out of the station. Instead, we build this big loop, hopefully as small as possible, and the trains loop around. And the looping adds to the time it takes them to go from A to B. Increases the cost. So everything on that list of those rules makes this game harder. More difficult, more challenging, adds to the fun of things. If I could do one more thing to make this game harder, I would add it in a second. It's just, I'm not afraid of failing. It's part of the fun and the challenge. But all of these trains right here are all struggling to get through the Warsaw Exchange. And here's the beauty of what we're doing. We're trying to make it look cool. Just a fun little section of track where trains and tracks crisscross each other and go in all different directions. Here's another one back here. I don't know where that's going. I really don't. Yeah, what is that? I don't know. Oh, no, that's a passenger car. That's a passenger train. So that's going to either Chippewa Falls, or it's going to Eau Claire. Is it going to Eau Claire? Yeah, it's going to Eau Claire. So there you go. This one's going to, yeah, it's going up to Eau Claire with 31 passengers. There's a huge level of activity on the map. And it just, it has to, and this isn't even half of it. If the game will hold up, and that's the only limit, we could have double easily, if not triple, the amount of vehicles on the map at the same time. It's just going to be a matter of how much the game engine can hold up. And then, we'll try it again. Make changes to the map, go to a different part of the country or the world, add a different challenge in, see what we can do. It's part of the fun of it. The last 2 maps that I did, one, I focused on freight first. And then on another one, I focused on passengers first. And what I realized was it made it much harder to switch around to the other stuff later. Yeah, here she goes. She pulled out of Eau Claire. She dropped off 31 people. She picked up 79. You know, I mean, we could micromanage this train and take one of her passenger cars off. But the problem with that is how quickly are we going to come back here as other stuff encourages the map to grow? You know, it's a there's a trade-off. For a couple of years she might be going a little bit slower, but as she grows, we're not leaving any passengers behind on the platform. Now, there's no penalty for not hauling every passenger, except we're just not making the revenue out of it we could. So, it's a bit of a trade-off one way or another. But the ability to memorize all of this map or all of this stuff, it's just not here. There's too much stuff here. Let's see. That's another passenger train. Um, is that the Chicago, Milwaukee? Nope, that's the Wausau Westerner. Just going back and forth from Wausau to St. Paul. Oh, yeah, there you go. Here's the St. Paul train station. This is single track. The track to the right is freight, and the tracks to the left are passengers. That was a siding. And you can see we're pulling into, St. Paul. We got a little bit of detailing, some decorating work here. Stuff to make the place look interesting. Different freight lines, so we have different liveries, different color schemes for the different trains. Actually, this is 1900. After this, the liveries start to get really detailed. So we'll see some really interesting looking contrast on the trains as they go by. I also have a custom box car with my logo painted on the side of it. That'll start to show up on the map soon. But again, I'm very humble and very modest. So, see, two different trains, two different tracks. We got to wait our turn to get into the city. There are people who play this game where, right here, they'd have 8 tracks side by side. The trains would be whipping, down the line. I've done that. I have. This is way more complicated. The all of this is meant to suppress revenue, to make it so that the margins that we're operating on are a lot thinner. Because again, this is a transport game. It's not about building a railroad track. I mean, you can play this game without trains at all. There's actually a Steam achievement for playing it so that you use trains and no other vehicles, just for the challenge of it. Um, so there's definitely different ways to play the game. It's just a matter of, how do you want to play it? I imagine you could build an island map with a bunch of small cities and just have ferries taking care of everything. Yeah, this is a lot of traffic backed up here. These trains are just trying to get out of St. Paul. Here's number 3. Man, they are backed up. Yeah, there's 3 trains just sitting there because of that backed up tunnel, just trying to get out of St. Paul. It's not a very good design if there's that many trains just sitting there. Okay, we got to be getting to St. Paul by now. Yeah, this is a mine up here. We don't even use this for anything yet. Um, yeah, it's a coal mine. We don't have anywhere to take this coal to. So it's just sitting here idle. Man, what are we waiting for? I don't see anybody. We're waiting for this one to leave the city. Who is this? Poutine. So she's going to Madison. Yeah, so Milwaukee Road, Madison. The name of the train is Poutine. The name of our train was the Wausau Westerner. Yeah, the Wausau Westerner. So all the freight train, all the passenger trains are named. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I've been on this map now for 3 months. That's this is 3 months. This is episode 78. I don't play this map in this game every day. So, I mean, even if I was, this is still 2 months in a week if I did it one episode a day. But it's not. There's been, breaks or time off or, time just not, having to take a break, whatever. Um, what are we waiting for? Who else is trying to? Oh, this one's trying to go back in. Yeah, the Winona Capitol. Where does she have to go? We should be able to move now. Nope. How much further? Man, how far she's got to go? Yeah, this is just going to get more and more tougher to keep sustaining. I mean, obviously, I want single track. That's like without a doubt. But I mean, you saw we had 3 trains waiting to leave that were stuck at the tunnel. Um, you know, she's coming around. She's holding this one up. You know, See, here's the interesting thing about this. We know where these trains in the loop are going. Trains in the loop want to get onto this line so they can leave town. I have these built up as so, like, these are the locals to make a stop, and this is the through track to get through here. So that train's leaving, it would be on this through track. So, I mean, knowing that, um, we could throw a bridge in here right now. Um, just to try and rework the track. Um, yeah, it would need to come down to here. I mean, there you go. Do we ever change the track and change the lines? Absolutely. I mean, you can see right here, it's just, our rules I mean, they're choking the train. As you can see, the cars don't care. They're just going to keep moving up until the last second that the train blocks them. You know, but I mean, yeah, it's good thing the freight lines are on their own track. Otherwise, they would have been tied up behind everything else going on here. So the question is, what do we have to do, to make this an overpass? Um, yeah, incoming traffic in through here. Is going to go to here because it's coming in from the east. It wants to go into St. Paul. It's going to come over here on this side. And then from St. Paul, it'll either loop around, down here. Or it'll continue on to the other cities, Bloomington and on down. But Yeah, it should actually be pretty easy to do. Yeah, there's our train. She's finally heading into the station. She's been sitting there all this time. I mean, racking up costs. And all right, so she's coming into town with 23 people on board. And if we look at the platform, let's see. That's the Wausau Westerner. She's got 34 people waiting to go back. So 304 grand. And the way the game works in terms of revenue, the passengers that are picked up here we get paid by as the crow flies shortest route from here back to Wausau back here. So, here's the Wausau station right through here. Okay, right here. That is how much we're paid. So a straight line through here, but we're looping around here. And when she's in Wausau, this is how she loops to go back. We don't get paid for any of that. We get paid just for this direct line, which at this point we're kind of following. But then, we swing around this coal mine, come back in, and then when we leave town, we come back up here and loop back. That's probably, yeah, there she is right now, looping around. We don't get paid anything for these loops. Quite the opposite. We don't get paid money, and it still costs us to operate the train during all this route. Ace1, I appreciate the follow. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you are having a great weekend. If you have any questions, please let me know. And Ace, you are going to be immortalized. Yeah, there's the Westerner. She's driving through the station. 54 kilometers an hour. She's just hoping to get out of here. This is a busy station. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you, but there's a lot going on here. And now the question is, she's racing this freight train. This is a passenger train racing a freight train. Yes, she's winning, but, the freight train ain't that much further behind. Train's waiting to go into the city. One just passed us. Here's that one. Luckily we're getting clear signal to get out of town here. When we were riding this train into St. Paul, coming up here to this tunnel, there were 3 trains sitting here waiting. So, which is it? Is this tunnel here killing us? There were 3 trains here waiting to get out a few minutes ago. Yeah, but we just rode out and there was no one waiting. So, it only kills us sometimes. So, is that a good or bad thing? I mean, and here's the answer. The answer is you ain't getting double track there, because it works sometimes and it doesn't shut the whole thing down. So obviously we can make do. And if we can make do, we're not changing it. Ace, thank you again so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Exclusive, Ace, exclusive. Oh, underscore. I'm sorry. Exclusive, Ace1. Ace, I appreciate it. Thank you. And I hope you are enjoying the stream tonight. Thank you for the follow. So, Margaret, in answer to your question there, yeah, we can change routes. These things are still pacing each other. That is, oh, see, the single track held her up. The freight train, there's the other freight train going the other way. So, eventually traffic caught up to them. And now that freight train back there is at a dead still. It's got to start back up and power up to get back up to speed. It will never catch up to this train again. It's just so. all of that just has, a cyclical effect every year, year after year, with all these trains riding through this, and this is just one interchange on the map. And there's a lot of trains on here. It is a beauty to see it when they're all functioning like this. Um, I mean, but like I said, right now the only things that we're making are tools at places like the Milwaukee Tool Company. We're making parts over there at the Harley Davidson factory that's off to the left of the screen right now. Um, we're not making goods. Um, we're close to making goods. Um, we might actually be making them in one place, but we're not making them, all across the map. We are making tools. We're shipping those to quite a few places on the map. Um, but yeah, we're not making goods anywhere. I'm sorry. Yeah, because we're not making any fuel. Uh, with to make goods, we need uh, chemicals. And the chemicals we need fuel oil. We haven't or crude oil. We haven't been making any oil production yet. All of that is down there in Beaumont. That's something I'm hoping to get to. Uh, in the next 5 to 10 episodes. So oil production is still is in November. Which means August, September, October. It'll be 4 months of playing this map until we get any oil, which is actually one of the reasons I'm streaming. Because, if I stream and I stop at, let's say, 3 hours, as an example, um, and it takes, a half hour to an hour to get ready and build a thumbnail and everything for the episode. And then it takes, a half hour or so to wrap up and save the file and get ready for the next one. So, it takes a game that I might have, knocked out by playing it over and over again. And we pick up 16 people and she does it again. You know, the beauty of a route. And that's Walsall, where we happen to have a bricks factory in the back. So we are making bricks. We're definitely making bricks. We're definitely making tools. We just started making machine parts, um, and we're we're planning on um, hopefully on goods soon. The big thing there is going to be the steel, and then getting the fuel production, the chemicals, the oil production going. Um, but yeah, so we're making bricks, we're making tools, and we're making parts, all of which Madison uses, ironically. And she's 358. She's not getting enough parts, which is weird because they come from right here. which which kind of just asks the question, what the hell are you doing? Billy, I appreciate the follow. Thank you very much. I hope you are enjoying the stream and having a good weekend. And I am looking for, there we go, ship number 30 on the Big Lake Iron Line. Billy, we are going to immortalize you tonight, and you are going to help me because I have needed a name for all these lines. Bill Jr. 63. I appreciate it. Thank you for the follow. Or Bill Jr. Either way. Kind of funny, one of the guys that's on here with us that I've been gaming with for years is Rocky 63. I have a picture, Anna, my sidekick now, and my wife, and all those fun things. Um, her and I drove down to meet Rocky one day in person, and we were driving. We had a business trip we had to go down to Tennessee for, and she took a picture of Rocky and I, outside as we were getting ready in the car to leave, and we posted it for the group, the gaming group that all of us here are at. By the way, for anyone who's on chat, here are the chat commands. And if you'd like to join the Discord, it's !Discord. That'll get you the link to go join the Discord if you'd like to participate in voice or in any of our game servers. We have game servers for Astroneer, Space Engineers, Rust. All the Halloween events are currently going on Rust. So if you want to come join in not only PvE and PvP, but also all the Halloween events, come join us on the Rust server. We've also run servers 7 Days to Die, Factorio, and Stationeer. So, come on over and check them out. Would love to have you check us out. And if, you want to run your own server or if you want to join an existing one, just make a post anytime. All right. So what was I talking about? I have no idea. If anybody knows what I'm talking about, let me know. But the purpose of tonight's episode was we were supposed to start working on this canal, the Chicago Sanitary Canal. And, and again, Bill Jr., thank you very much for the follow. But we need to move this station, which I believe we were over here talking and we said that it was a 320. And it is. So let's drop it down to a 240. And how far down here can we push it? Not very far. Well, let's bite the bullet with this thing. And let's see, Milwaukee Tools comes over here. And the jungle is on the other side. All right, so just remember the jungle's over here to the left, and Milwaukee Tools is to the right. And yep, we are definitely doing this crazy thing. Yeah, come back just a little bit closer. Well, not that close. And we got to get rid of the water tower. Anything else? Get rid of this building. And that one. We don't like your neighbors. You got to go. Come on. Come on, where are you? Nope, that's inside the tunnel. There, oh, here we go. Just all that to get rid of a water tower. All right, let's get the, just give us a little stub of track here. Just so we're clear of the switch. 2, come on man, grab the track. There we go, 3. All right, let's drop the station in here. What did you think you were doing with that? I didn't think much, apparently. No, you did not. Oh, that's what it is. Yeah, the other station had a, didn't have a center stop. Okay, are you keeping it? That is going to be a tougher... Can we keep it at all? Let's give it a shot and see. Just put this here. She is... We'll get rid of this. Try it now. Can you put it in that way? Have you done this before? Yes, I've done this before. Okay, well, you're not looking like it. You're hitting the road over here. Try it now. There you go. Okay, now get the track fixed before we... Nope, she does not like that. You are out of luck, buddy. Damn. Yep. Okay, let's move it back. Delete. Give me another little stub here. That should be good. All right, I'll try it again. Building. She goes there. Okay, now. Tracks. Tracks. There you go. All right, connect this back in. There we go. All right, now take this one up to here. Grab the track. There you go. Oh, that looks ugly. Yeah, it does. It does not. Can you do anything about it? I kind of doubt it. Just. Is this going to work? There it is. Okay, so we're reconnected here. We'll redo this later. Yeah, we definitely are going to have to redo this later. Okay, now here's the part that you're supposed to fix. We need this to become the river. This whole stretch. So get rid of this. We're going to make this entire thing in here a river. And we're going to have to make it wide enough. Did anyone ask you to check if there was a train on the tracks before we deleted the station? Oh, man. Yep. That was stupid. Good job. Okay. Here's what we need to do. We need to go underground through Chicago here. Say what? Yeah, we need to go underground through Chicago. Okay. Bring that down a notch. Okay, that's level track. So we just need a piece of level track here. Okay. Now what? Well, give me a piece of level track on the other side of Chicago. What? Yeah. That's so somewhere up here, we're bringing the river through here. So the Chicago River is going to come along here, and then it's going to turn in here and go down. Okay. Then what? Well, that freight train is going to have to come. Holy cow. Yeah, I did not think this through when I started this. Does the river really have to flow through Chicago? Yeah. Yeah, it has to. I mean, come on. It's the Chicago River. It has to flow through Chicago. Okay, well, how is your freight train going to get out of here? I don't know, but here's how we're going to back it up out of here. We are going to delete this track. If you delete this track, the thing will close in on itself. Yep, just like that. That's ugly. Well, let's back the train all the way out. And as long as you back the train out slowly. Slowly. Okay. Okay, is there another train on the track? I don't see one here. Yeah, don't leave a train on the track. If you're doing work on the track and you leave a train, you get stuck with the train. Where's this one going? She wants to go out to the station. All right, hook this up. Let's just push her out of here. I think this will work. Yeah, we can push the train. All right, where's the engine? She's going that way. Okay. So let's push her out of here. Can we grab that train? Oh, there you go. Okay. Let's push her out of here. There you go. All right. So now we got this set of track. And you want to meet up where? Well, we want to meet up somewhere over here. But we have to be up at this level. Okay. Then what? Well, what I think is going to happen is I think we're going to build the river first. Okay? Take all my money, tool. All right, give me the river. You know this isn't big enough. Make it a little wider. You know it's not this wide in Chicago, right? We are dealing with game heights and distances. We take what we can get. Okay. Just as long as you know. All right, push this back. Okay. So from here, we can turn across. You have got to make that river narrower. Oh no, we are. Trust me. This is going to mess up so much in Chicago. Really? You sure you want to do this? I mean, if I put it out here, it's not really part of Chicago. You know? Well, why didn't you put it here when you built Chicago? I didn't think we were going to be doing anything with the Chicago River. You know, I didn't. I mean, I nothing in my mind said, you know, we need to build the Chicago River. We did talk about it, and if you go back and watch an early episode, you'll see me make the comment, "What, you want to dye it green on St. Patrick's Day?" Like we we had no purpose for the Chicago River. So, you know, that's kind of what happened. Wow. Yep. Okay. Get rid of this piece here. Now. Yeah, that is an interesting. Man, if you have to redo all that track, is there any? No, these are all just straight throughs. We kept, when we built this, this was a bridge. It's still a bridge right now. So all the switching and everything is back here. Okay. All right, let's get back to dredging here. What is going on? That's a darn good question. I don't think it's letting you put anything in there. Well, our cost isn't really going up any. No, it is not. Let's try over here. Man, yeah, you're not kidding me. That's exactly what I was worried about. Like stuff like that happening. Making it just impossible for us to. Didn't we just? So, yeah, Margaret, back to you and your question. Do we redo lines and stuff? Yes. If you go back a couple of episodes, this is, oh man, this is like so stupid. Yeah, we completely redid this entire tunnel and train track in here because I don't even remember why, but we did. And now here we are, just, a couple days later, having the exact same conversation in the same place to try and make this fit, to get a ferry through here. The Chicago um, okay, let's see if he can get us through here. See, some of these things are not going to work. You think we can get rid of this track inside here? I think it's going to be very difficult. And we are able to. Well, we definitely have to get rid of it because it'll interfere with running the freight tunnel. Man, let's. I have a feeling that right after we delete this, we're going to be like, we should have left it. Come on. Grab the track underneath. Where is the track, actually? There it is. Oh, that was a lucky grab. Yeah, I wasn't even grabbing for it. I just put the cursor down for a second. That was a lucky shot there. Come on, what are you doing? Grab this last piece of track. These businesses back right on top of each other. There's no free ground in there. Well, if you can't find free ground, you're going to have to delete one of them. Well, this one goes. And there goes the track. Okay. Now, tunnel. River. It's not a tunnel. It's a river. Okay, river. All right, keep working. All this just to put a barge. Yeah, I know. It is literally crazy. I mean, okay, then why didn't you run a train? Well, because again, the question is there a way to make use of the Mississippi? And the answer is absolutely, bring a barge down. And here we are. We're bringing a barge down. Yeah, well, that's why we looked it up, because the question was, is there an actual barge that goes through here? And the answer is yeah, the Chicago Canal. Chicago to the Des Plaines River. What? What happened? Oh, you must have hit the button to change tabs. And because you hadn't let go, it wasn't like committed. You are definitely going to have to make some spots along here to allow for staging of traffic, because this is not very wide. Well, you know what? Get it working first, then make it look better. Yeah, well, like that corner right there is way impeding over here to the... Yeah, I hear you. Okay, where are you going? Well, I mean, at this point, excuse me, I think, aren't we heading for the farm? No, we're heading... Ooh. Yes. Oh, that's going to be messy. No, we're heading right for this thing. Oh, okay. Widen this up. Take us right over. That's why. See, that's why when I do these building projects, I need to make these, like a target placeholder. Because, I mean, otherwise I forgot that I had put that there. I mean, there's no reason to forget. I've forgotten. And there's not. See, deleting these house makes a difference. Yeah, it's the road. Well, we can't get rid of the corner. No, it's gotta go. Damn it. Yep. Gotta go. Okay. Now, how do you propose making this thing this wide going through Chicago? Well, I think first off, we don't actually know how wide this has to be. It's going to be wide enough for the ferry to go through. Yeah. What are you doing? It's not going to until we change that bridge, is it? No, it is not. How about now? No, still keeps putting it in. Okay. Well, let's change, get rid of the street. And let's see. Small electric. Still puts it in. Damn. Okay, we'll change our bridge step. That looks about the same. All right, well, we'll take it. All right, keep widening this thing. Don't ever go on the ferry through here. Because this is... Well, we can't raise the water level. You know, it's just the water is at this level across the entire map. So we can't... Yeah, we can't... we can't now. We can't make it any higher. We can't... All right, something's up here. Where? Here it is, right here. All right, get rid of that. And get rid of this. Well, one side or the other's got to give. Well, get rid of these. Look, before we do any more widening in here, let's... Is there something right here? I don't see anything. Nothing. All right, well, give me a road. Electric. Boogie, oogie, oogie, oogie. All right. Do. Nope. Yeah, see, that's why this is our rarely ever used bridge. Well, we're definitely rarely ever using it now. Yeah, well, this is sort of a special use case. I'd say let's go make a route. You know, just as a test case. Let's see if it lets us. I think that's a boulevard. It is. All right, now try it. You're supposed to try it before you finish the bridge. Yeah, you know, I just had that conversation with somebody. Yeah, it was me. It was finish the bridge first. And okay. All right, this is gonna get messy. Yeah, it is. You got a friggin' like 8 track bridge up there. I don't think this is this actually water? Or is this where not deep enough? I don't think this is deep enough. All right, well, what are you doing up here? There's a lot of deleting. Chicago will recover. They're a big city. They'll recover. You're making it a not big city. Well, hey, you know, this is not an aspect of life that we even knew or even thought about. You know, so. All right, just give me a ferry dock first. How far are we? We're up to here. All right, just give me a small, yeah. Oh man, these things are way bigger than you think they are, aren't they? Yes, they are. That's part of the problem. They are way bigger than you think they are. Yep, Huff is right. See, again, this is part of the problem with using the river in the game. You know, it's costly in terms of space. All right, give me a route from here and come over here. All right, and call this, yeah, that's it. Chicago Sanitary and Ship Canal. Well, yeah, she is not happy. No, she is not. Well, what's next? I say we keep dragging the cat. Dragon? Dragon? What's a dragon? Oh, just. I say we keep dredging the canal, and then we figure out what we get. A lot of canal. Yep. And I don't even know how many steam barges we're going to be putting on this thing. Steel barges. Yeah, but it's going to give us a way to get fuel up here, too. Yeah, I hadn't thought about that, but that's a huge problem we were trying to figure out before, you know. How are we getting fuel up here? I mean, I assume train, but... Okay. It gets messy there. Yeah, it's messy through the whole thing. It's not like one place isn't messier than the other. Well, yeah, that's going to have to change that direction, something like this. Come down. There you go. Okay, and parallel. Get rid of these two. And then what you have here is this. That is not a pleasant looking. What drunk Andy to interlay that track? No, you're still not getting to it. Okay. We drive through here, through Chicago. All under here. Under this. Yeah, good luck with that. Okay, at some point we got to get up here. Okay, so assuming that we're up here and we cross over here. There's a forest right here. Yeah, we've not done anything with it. It's just sitting here. Wow. You've just been building the river right next to it. Yeah, I just didn't notice it until just a second. I am what they call highly observant. Yeah, who are they? I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. Okay. All right, now what? Well, we gotta get across the river. Have you heard of a straight line before? Freight train. Anybody have a bridge selection choice? I'm always open for bridge selection choices. We can, let's see, there's old Rusty. Ship can navigate through there. And then we have our yellow, our Burlington or Bloomington blue, old Rusty, which is generally my default for freight trains. The Bloomington blue. The white one, which I have never found a use for on the map. You know, of all the bridges that are on the map, this is definitely one I have not found a use for. Huh. All right. And then, yeah, that's way too much to me. How about the yellow? Yeah, I mean, I guess so. See how it turns out. Are we doubling this? We have to get into and out of Chicago. Do we really? Yeah, because we're instantly going underground here. So we're sort of in a jam. All right, back this thing up. All right, standard track. Oh, that is freaking perfect and unplanned. Come on, grab the track. Oh, grab the track, man. There you go. Signals one way. I'm waiting to cross the bridge. And I'm back in the bridge. Okay. Now, good luck with this. Yeah, I feel like I'm going to need it. Okay, how low are we down here? Good question. Okay, we're at 33 meters. Okay. Let's try it again. Go down 4. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. That's up. Try it again. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 24 meters. 6. You're ringing on someone's doorbell. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 12 meters. I don't think that's right. Okay, try it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. $49 meters to 33. So she is definitely deeper. Yeah. So let's try going out from here. Right here. Okay, that has you 49 meters down. No. That's your height above sea level. No, we're inside a tunnel. Okay, well, keep things level. Okay, there's 39, 33 to 33. Okay, now from here, get up to this. Sure it's gonna work? We're gonna find out. Oh, that actually looks really nice. I mean, look at that. Nice and level. That is, you would think we've built tunnels before. Well, I would think you wouldn't be staring at the screen. All right, come into here. Okay, now come around to, you didn't grab anything. Damn it. Try it again. That's number 2. There we go. All right, come all the way around. And grab a hold of right there. That is freaking perfect. Is that light in there? No, it's just light at the other end. Can you got 2 different tunnel openings. Yeah. Okay, you're not bothered by that? No, not really. Not really. Okay. Did it clear up the freight line? We still have bus issues. Who has a problem? Chicago 1. You forgot to build this bridge back across the river. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, that explains a lot. Yeah, I don't think you can build this while it's live. Okay, well. just let smaller one-block buildings move in there. 8, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No, we should be. Damn. Yeah, I know. This is just it is a headache of epic proportions. Okay. Who's still having a problem? Everybody. Okay. I don't know what you think you're building here. Can we go back any further? No, you are clipping into signals and stuff. Or switches. Damn. Yep. So oh, this better not be. Yeah, it will be. Alright, just yeah, it's the overlap on these things that suck. But it does show, you know, no ballast on a bridge. Don't you have a bridge around here where the ballast was messed up? Yes, I do. It, okay. Bus 1, bus 2. All right, give me a street. What's this guy's problem now? Let's see. Show me the line. Where does this bus route go? It's a darn good question. Where does it go? I thought we didn't delete any stations. We didn't. Oh, it might have been over here like the side street or something. Yes, it could have. Well, why would it? Where is the station? Here's Mill Street. Okay, and then what? Tram tracks, electric. Where is this? Oh, there's it's down here. Well, then what am I missing here? Should come across here. Come down here. I don't see it. I don't get it. What's the problem with bus route 1? Chicago bus route 1. Okay, close this. Close this. Okay, bus route 1. Okay, loop exchange. Yeah, that's down here. Okay, number 2, William Street. If you're just now seeing all of this color-coded traffic network map for the first time, if you have a question, please ask. I'd be happy to go over it. But I mean, it's Chicago. It's supposed to be. It's one of our largest cities in the map. It stays largest city. Matter of fact, we're in currently 1900. According to the 1900 census, it's the number 3 populated city in the country. I mean, you can see where our other major cities are on the map. And you know, when we built things, we based it on the 1850 and 1860 census. So I mean, we have a lot of stuff going on up here. I hear you. But yeah, where is the rest of the stuff? Those are all good points, man. If you need them, here's the chat commands. All right. So where's stop 2? Here it is. Chestnut Street? No. That's 3. So where's stop 2? Here, she comes down here. All right, she comes down to Lakeshore Drive. And then it's William Street, Chestnut. She comes up here to Mill. And Mill can't get to Taylor. Okay. Why not? Oh man, this is that Irish song that if you're not careful will just friggin' put you right to sleep. Alright, why can't we get to Taylor? I don't know. What is the problem? Taylor's not there anymore. That's why it's in friggin' shadow. Oh. Yep. Alright, let's do this. Buildings. Taylor. We'll put Taylor right here. Look at that. Solved. Como un jefe. Yep, como un jefe. We get you. This is a choke point. Yeah. Yeah, what do you think you're going to do? Well, I mean, one of the obvious options is to, don't even say it. Oh, we're going to kill you if you say that. Delete the Chicago station and make it just a little bit smaller in length so that we have the room over here. Oh, that is. There's 102 people just waiting for the CM. I know. Well, I mean, you can't change the station length. What if we delete all these sections of track here? You know, that's a darn good question. It's a terminus station. Yeah. It's not going to matter where the center point is. So start deleting. I'm not too sure about this. Well, do you think you can delete these? Yeah, these we can delete. Hey. Quinn Ho, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. I got so freaking micro focused there for a second. I wasn't even checking. Let me. Remember where we are. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty hard to forget. You broke every line here with that. All right. Let's do some follower immortalization. Here we go. Ship number 32. Okay, this is the SS, and it's top THIA GUIN Gwynho 99. Top Gwynho 99, I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the follow tonight. I hope you are having a great weekend. If you have any questions about where we are in the series or anyone else, please just ask. We're on episode 78, but I mean, you should feel like you've been here since the very first day. And that is certainly my goal. Okay, so there's a command on the map to show you a navigable river. There's a whole bunch of them in the overlays. I don't remember. Unless somebody knows a mnemonic, I'd love to hear it. I just smashed a number of keypads until I get the one I want. All right, so that's elevation. Here we go, navigable water. Okay. So, I mean, we don't even have navigable up here. There we go. That is literally all we need. Just that path. You know, these barges are going to have such a huge distance to follow, to travel up and down. I don't think that's going to be our problem. Come on. There we go. Can't make it. Yeah, I think you got to redo the whole bridge. Okay, we'll get rid of that little weirdo strip there. And let's rerun the bridge. Streets. Slightly smaller. Electric. Try it again. Come on. Grab it from over here. Not letting you. Huh. Try it now. Nope. Come back. Nope. Something does not want to give here. Try it now. There we go. Nope, pillars. Damn. Man, I hate to keep using the same bridge. Yeah, well. Alright, so we make it to here. Let me make it through here. You know, I was literally just about to say just a few minutes more, but I mean this just gets us out of Chicago. Yeah, it doesn't actually get us anywhere. We have to get all the way to the Plains River, and then we have to get down to the Illinois and down to Mississippi. Okay. Hmm. What do you think you're gonna do? Uh, how's it looking? I mean, we're getting to here. Yeah, it's this thing is definitely a problem. Let's see if we can do a little bit of trimming this way. Hmm. You know, if you don't get us on both sides all the way right up against this thing, can't really say that it's the problem. There's quite a bit of clearance there just to get that. Um, what do you think? I don't think it's gonna. No, it made it. Oh, holy cow, it made it. All right. How about coming down? Well, let's back this up. Oh, that's not what we want to do at all. No, it is not. And it's red, not green. Yeah. Uh, um, did you mean to do that? No, no, I didn't. It's just. Uh, yeah, we're not getting closer. Well, I mean, we've already messed with this enough. I would be very careful before we mess anything. I think we're just going to push the station size back. I think that's Not gonna work? Well, how long have we been struggling with this? It's almost 3 hours, man. Yeah, I know. And what time is it? It's 1 in the morning. Holy cow. Yeah, yeah, we're definitely pushing our luck here. All right, well, I'd really like to get this part of it done. I believe we all hear you. Try it again. Uh, um, okay, we got a contiguous line here. That's the Ogilvy. You did not want to do that. Damn it. What did we break? You broke another bus line again. Damn it. We're getting there. Slowly but surely. Try and put the bridge back. Overlay. Keep going back to the overlay. Okay, the overlay brings us here. Yeah, I don't like what the overlay has to say. It's mean. Come on. We can't go back. Didn't we just have the same situation? Yes, we did. Something is not right. Hey, Matoa, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying the stream and having a good weekend. I hope you're looking at this nonsense I'm doing and thinking, what kind of crazy person gets himself into this situation? Well, you're following them. It's just, it is not a Matoa, Muhtoha. Matoa 2. Matoa, thank you so much for the follow. I do appreciate it. Yeah, we're trying to put the Chicago River in through Chicago. Some people would have thought, why didn't you put that in before you built all the buildings? But, you know, that would have required some form of sense. All right. We are having problems putting this bridge back up. She is not giving us a break here. Come on. What's your problem? Is there something in here? No. Tramjack Electric, clear ownership. Why are we not able to build a bridge across the river? There we go. Holy cow. Yeah, holy cow's right, not kidding. All right. The game will put in the rest of the stuff for us. Sure. Oh yeah, no doubt. All right, overlay. Anybody broken? All the trains and the sanitary line. No, we got it here. It's just here. Well, the only way to fix that is going to be to delete this station. Let's try the edit first, though. Yeah, I think if we... We got to do it this. It's a darn good question. You know what? Let's try and switch it back on the other side of the bridge. You know? Memento, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. I hope you're having a great weekend. I am... Yep, we still have some ships left. Thank you so much for the follow. I am using all these follows to name the ships on our big Lake Iron line. We have 50 of them on there. Memento Mori. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the follow. And again, anybody, if you have any questions, if you'd like to participate in the Discord chat, there's a link. The chat commands are there for your entertainment. If you need anything, just let me know. And man, we could make this. All right, come on. Ah, man. Yeah, you're killing me. Come on. Just give me that little bit. Do you think you can go back a little further on any one line? I think the problem is this street. Let's see what that does. No. Damn, what are we hitting against? I'm sure it's just going to be one of these supporting blocks. No. Yep. Come on. You got 5 minutes. You're going to finish this before 3 hours. Oh, man, I want to. Well, you got to delete another chunk out of the station? I think we have to. I don't think we have any choice. I mean, we made the station plenty big. Why is it not letting us delete that track? Is this not station track? No, it is not. Okay. Turn it back. There we go. Did it connect up? Yes, it did. Holy cow. Yeah. All right, let's get this bridge back together. Okay. Make sure that's 8 to 8. It is. Okay. Can't do these. No, sadly. None of those are any better. That is a $4 million piece. Oh man, this is gonna spike up our costs. And Yes, it is, because you know what? We pay for bridges. Yeah, we pay for bridges as they're for how high they are. Oh, come on. What the hell did you do? It's bouncing. Hmm. How are we going to tie all these together? Hmm. I kid you not when I tell you these are expensive bridges. I mean, freaking ouch. Oh, come on, man. Stop. Don't click the wrong bridge. No, no, no. All right, try it again. Hmm. Somebody's not connected. Yeah. North Shore has to be able to get out. Come on. 1, 2. Hmm. Well, we gotta open up the config and make these not railroad tracks. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Can you run the other part of the bridges just so we clean this place up? See, it's not going down. It's not. No. Hmm. There you go. Look at that. Wrote that. Damn it. Try it again. The right kind of track this time. Okay. We'll get that one in. Okay. Yeah, even the fake bridge is $2 million. Yeah. But we do have a canal. Okay, Chicago 1. Chicago 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's no bridge here. All right, what are you thinking? Oh, I'm thinking you better fix those 2 bus routes. Yeah. That's what I was worried you were going to say. Except for the fact we can't get across. No, we cannot. How much more? All right, sip of tea. Is Chicago going to grow back from all this? Oh yeah, without a doubt. It's dang. Okay, Chicago 1 and 2. I'm missing this guy here. Who uses this? Chicago 6. Huh. Chicago 1 and 2. Oh. All right, try it again. Chicago 1. All right, the loop exchange comes down to Lakeshore Drive and picks up William Street. Comes up to Chestnut. Okay, then it makes it to Mill. And then it goes down Taylor. Huh. Okay. Where? Oh man, get rid of that. Can you clean this up any? Yeah, fill this in. Have we filled in? Fill in, really? Yeah, it's not flatten tool. Chicago 1 and 2. Okay, put it in back here. Everybody has a home. Holy cow. Yeah. What do you think's causing that? I do not know. Well, let's check it out. Lower, come through here. Yeah, something with the T-junction. It's just, well, as long as we have a route. Yes, we do. Okay, we have a route and Chicago has a river. Yep. All right. Let's clean this up just a little bit. I think we can do a lot better with this. Come on. Okay. Standard track. Okay. Now, put the trestle bridge in. Nope, won't work. All right, we'll get rid of the bridge. Now let's put it in. Did we decide what we were doing? Yeah, I think we were just doing the yellow one. Not old rusty? No, something different. That's a freight train. I hear you. Okay. Now, let's clean this up. Standard track. And now you pull into here. Bump down, down. Is that who's coming up? Yes, it is. Look at that. Doom, boom, 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 boom. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, ba-dum. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum. Bum, ba-dum. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, bow. Okay. Yeah. Flatten this out just a little bit. Okay. Now, Put the trains down here where they belong. Milwaukee. And the jungle. Okay. Okay, they come down, they loop. Okay, what about the jungle drums? Yeah, this thing's going way out of its way to loop. Yep. Okay. Can you not? Gotta delete this. I mean, it's just a test. Yeah, but I guess, you know what? We'll be able to use it from here to test going the rest of the way up. You know, in small stages. That turn is way too close. You are never going to make that into here. No, I'm not. All right, what about this, though? What if... What card we use down there? We used a Old Rusty. Oh. Well, then I guess we'll use an Old Rusty. Unless somebody in chat chimes in and gives us a different color. That's what we're using. Okay. Again, though, what is this getting you? It's getting us a piece of track. Okay. Great, you got a piece of track. Now what? Yeah, what are you doing? Again, what are you doing? Again, what are you doing? Okay, you know that can't stay like that, right? Okay, okay. Just give it to me right now as a test. Estimate to your what? Interesting. Really? No. Weird is what I meant to say. Why is that not letting us? Because the old Rusty needs a girder. Yep. Who's broke? City Cincinnati, Indiana Explorer. Okay. Everybody's happy. Yes, this crappy thing has to go away. Ba-da, ba-da-da. Ba-da. You are really slowing down on this. Okay, bring this over. Yeah, see, you're moving into the canal too much. All right. She's still getting that weird curve thing. Can you not come at this a little better? Well, I mean, you're coming down here. Okay. What do you want to do? I think we're good. Are we great? Oh no, we're definitely not great. You've wasted a half hour on this bridge. Yeah, but see, look at what it does. Nothing. Um, hmm. I mean, it's minimum bridge. Yes, there's gotta be a better way to do it. Let's just come back a little bit more. Uh, mm, you know what? Signal it. Come on, figure it out. I'm 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 a little lost here. Bum. Yeah, see, that's the default. Yeah, it's ugly. Um, can we get a little straighter? How much straighter? Yeah, like this. Yeah, hmm. Is there no way we can do something with this? Well, I mean, you're already going under here. All right, just try make it a little tight. Hey, Leon TV, thank you so much for the follow. I am. I hope you're enjoying I hope you're enjoying the pain I'm going through here in Chicago, because this is. I mean, we're trying to build the Chicago River here, and I appreciate you tuning in. You know what? The follow, Leon TV, Leon TV 16. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, we're building the Chicago River. I mean, this is literally going to be the hardest part of it. Well, it's the Chicago River, therefore it's only in Chicago. This should be the hardest part. Yeah, but from here, we're just going to sail out to here. We're going to cruise through the mountains to get over what would be the subcontinental divide, which, I mean, the river had to deal with, because the river flows backwards into the Des Plaines River. And then we're going to have it come out here, through here, and meet the Illinois River. And then take it into the Mississippi. Yeah, I think we might Mississippi through here. Yeah, this is our lowest point here. I mean, this end of the map is sort of a cakewalk. I mean, all we have to do for this is, you know, decide on river width and just get the river built through here. Yeah, we'll do smoothing once we get the river going, but you know, and at this point, the Illinois River, you know, the Des Plaines is, you know, it's making a straight slash due south. When we do the Des Plaines, it's going to be, you know, again, as much of a straight run as we can, you know, across this distance. Excuse me. But, you know, from here, you know, across this stretch of the map. Yeah, holy cow. I mean, we are making a river gorge. I mean, I understand that. You know, but, I mean, the river goes where it goes. I think what we're going to have is almost a one-way river through some of these portions. And then we'll just put a couple of, you know, where a lock would go and a dam to give us a, you know, well, there will be no turning room. I mean, they're just going to be driving back and forth one way. Yeah. So what you're saying is this is the easy part? Yep, and you're building it now and hiding out from the hard part? Kinda. Yeah, very much so, kinda. Just get this, get this fixed. Alright, that we can't do. Nope. Yeah, she don't like that. No, she don't. Ooh. V for victory on that one. Yeah, pop that in. Let's see how that looks. Too much. Oh, you are killing me. Too much slope. Can you? Get rid of this other piece. Let's bring this up a little bit. Latin. Oh. You know, several people they've said they like it when you make the tracks on the series that actually connect to each other. You know. Signal into the city. Yep. Down here out of that tunnel. Okay. Now let's see what the route looks like. Yeah, well, we can deal with that later. What's this route look like? She's still not coming down there. I think your problem is what station you're going to. Okay, at the South Shore Freight Yards, she is stocking on 4. There you go. Yeah, she's just coming down that way. So Milwaukee Tools looks fine. Okay, and the jungle. Crops come down. Head back up. And knock back over. Cool. Okay. Are you going to do the next piece? Oh man, you are killing me. Well, no, I think we're going to call it. We got the Chicago stretch done. And it's, I mean, we put a Chicago River in. Yep, with a number of bridges and stuff. All right, well, you owe us a couple bridges here. Yeah, polish this up. Nope, see, you messed that piece up. And you messed something up over here. Damn it. Yeah, damn it is right, buddy. Don't mess up the route. How did you mess up the big damn bridge? I have no idea. Well, there's definitely some stuff in here. don't break it again. We need a bridge here. And electrified. Again, the bridges and the height are deceiving. We would have to lower all of this. Okay. And how do you want me to get up into that? Well, you're going to have to build bridges on all those tracks here to connect us into there. All right. Did you not already call it and say it's a call? Yeah, we did. All right. Well, we're getting awfully close to 4 hours. What's next? Well, here's what's next. We are going to finish the Chicago River connecting into the plains. And the Des Plaines River is going to run across here. Yeah. Where'd you put the... Oh, here's the Illinois River. So... yeah, she's got to continue up here. And at some point, we got to intercept her. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining. If you'd like to join the discussion, if you'd like to join us on Discord, just put in exclamation mark Discord. That'll get you a link to the Discord server. All the links are in the bottom of chat, or the bottom of the stream. My hot tea is turned into iced tea. Yeah, it has been a while. Yeah, ouch. And the whole point of this is just one good to send steel. Well, eventually we'll send fuel back. Yeah, no, I get you. But for right now, it's just to get steel into St. Louis. What are we going to do with the steel in St. Louis? I think we have a goods factory right around here, or parts. Are you serious? You better find a plant for this stuff. Yeah, right here, machine parts. Yeah, the Des Moines Machine Factory. That'll be feeding, machine parts west of the Mississippi here. Okay, good luck find. Yeah, good find catching that again. Yeah, no, it's fine. We'll bring it into the St. Louis terminal, and then we'll put it on a train, send it up to Des Moines. Okay. All right, everybody. We are we are ending soon. Yes, we are. We are at. So next, we're going to be working on the Des Plaines River, and then we're going to be working on connecting the Illinois to Des Plaines. Great song. Great way to end. Perk yourself up. Yeah. Don't trip over the dogs. Everybody have a good night, and thank you to all the people that joined us and followed tonight. It is greatly appreciated. I thought we had a thing for them. Try it again. It's under yeah. What is it under? I don't remember. It was something. Here it is. See if this is working. There it is. Try it again. See if it scrolls by again. If not, we'll restart it and run it one more time. Is it just going to run off into the distance? I hope not. Load it up again. Try that this way. No, see, there's no transparency in this. I thought we edited this screen for transparency before. Didn't we go in and make an adjustment on this thing? Yeah, but apparently it didn't take it. Nope, there you go. Hold on. I think we're getting there, but yeah, we got this. You're going to have to edit this to get this transparent. Well, wait, can you make the credits transparent? I don't know. Let's find out. I don't see it. Yeah, get rid of the word credits. There you go. Thank you very much. Okay, but that doesn't get you the image. No, it does not. And the scene properties does not have hmm. How am I going to work on these credits? Well, I mean, I appreciate people subscribing. I really, or following. I really do. So I think it's worth a second or two to get it working right. Well, there is HTML. Yeah, but the custom code is not. All right, hold on. I'm going to switch scenes and I'm going to come right back to this. So here's the offline scene. Okay, now come back to the ending. I don't see them coming up. All right, where are they? Huh. Is it waiting for something else to go by? I don't know. You have the lower thirds in here. Yeah, well, technically at this point it's an upper third. You know, if you could get the credits to go up alongside ending soon. You know? Hmm. Oh yeah, that's right. This was a problem I had with the ending credits before. Every time you run it, it can't run again. What? Yeah. Yeah, it's only um, huh. Yeah, it's a very weird thing. It's like you run it once, get the timing right. You go to run it again, and then there's no data on board, so you don't get to see it. Othman, thanks so much for following, and also thank you for joining us on Discord. It is greatly appreciated. Let's see what's going on. Huh, awesome. Yeah, we still don't. We can't test it again. Yeah, we just got to go into the file and edit this ending soon transparency. If we fix that, then we should have a working credit scene again. Well, thank you so much, everybody. And we are definitely out of here now.